Hello everybody, this is Proportions Part 2 video. These are some real life scenarios. Remember that proportions, we're comparing two things that we can't compare, right? So in this picture here, it says Old Faithful in Yellowstone National Park shoots 60 feet water into the air. Right over here, that casts a shadow of 42 feet. What is the height of a nearby tree that casts a 63-foot long shadow? Okay, so what are we comparing here? That's the first thing you need to decide. And Miss Cullen already has them labeled in the video for you here. So I'm comparing my height for both of them, right? I know the height of both of them. I'm sorry, I know the shadow of both of them, and I know the height of one of them, I'm looking for the height of the other. Okay, so first you're going to pick on what side you're going to talk about the tree, and what side you're going to talk about the water chute. So maybe you're going to start with what you know. Well, I know that my height for this water chute is 60 feet, and I know that my shadow for it is 42 feet. Okay, I can set that equal to 60 over 42 equals, I don't know the height, so I'm just going to represent it with X for my tree, but I know that the shadow for my tree is 63 feet. Okay, so now I have what we talked about in part one where I can cross multiply, right? You're looking for um, to set up a proportion so that you can cross multiply. So I have 60 times 63 and 42 times x. And now I can set up an equation. So you should notice a trend here, right? I have 60 times 63 is 3,780 equals 42x, which means that x equals 90 feet. Okay, so that is the height of the tree, and that makes sense if you even look at our picture, it's taller than the water chute. Okay, so coming down here, I have another one already set up for us. This one I'm not going to draw a picture. The next one I do draw a picture, so it's really up to you. It's talking about a person who is 5 feet tall. Under a sun, they cast a shadow. So once again, I'm talking about height and a shadow. There's a nearby tree. I'm comparing a person and a tree that casts a shadow that is 32 feet long. How tall is the tree? So maybe right away, I know this side, I'm going to do person, and this side, I'm going to be talking about the tree. Okay, so for the person, I know that they are 5 feet tall, right? Under the sun, I know that they cast a shadow of 8 feet. Okay, so 5 over 8 is my ratio for this person. There's a nearby tree. I know that the tree, I don't know the height, right? So I'm going to give it X. And then I know that it casts a shadow of 32 feet. Okay, so I can set that up. Right, I'm comparing shadows, I'm comparing heights. Lastly, I can cross multiply. Okay, so I have 8x equals 32 times 5, which is 160. So 160 divided by 8 is 20. Okay, so x equals 20 feet. They're all in feet. It's also important to look to make sure that all your units are the same. Okay, so the tree height is 20 feet tall. That makes sense. Maybe the tree is a lot taller than a person, obviously. All right, down here I put a picture for us, okay? So it says I printed a 4 by 5 photograph that I wanted to enlarge into a wall mural. If the mural is 120 inches wide, how long is the mural? All right, so here is my photograph. It's a 4 by 5. It's 4 inches long and 5 inches wide. Okay, I'm comparing it to this mural that is 120 inches wide, and we don't know how long it is. Okay, so I'm going to set up a proportion. I'm going to compare my mural to my picture. Okay, and I know that my picture has a length of 4. It is 4 because they say length by width, so 4 is they always start in the picture 4 by 5. It's always length times width. So 4 is your length, 5 is my width. Okay, in the mural, I know that it's 120 inches wide. I don't know the length, or I'm sorry, look, my spelling messed up. I know that it's 120 inches wide, so that should go down here with my width, and I don't know how tall. Okay, there we go. And so once again, I have x over 120 equal to 4 over 5, and I'm going to cross multiply. So I have 480 equals 5x. That's 4 times 120 is 480. Divide by 5, x equals 96 inches, which means that my mural length is 96 inches. Okay, so all good there. My last one here. It says Sam raked 3 bags of leaves in 16 minutes. How many minutes will it take him to rack 5 bags of leaves? Well, I'm comparing bags of leaves to minutes, right? So here, there's not really a differentiation. I just know that for 3 bags, it took him 16 minutes, and I want to know how long will it take him for 5 bags. So once again, for anything I don't know, I give some variable. I'm using x for all of them, but use whatever you want. I have 3x equals 16 times 5, which is 80. Oops. And 80 divided by 3 is 26.6. Okay, so it'll take about 26.6 minutes. Okay, I hope that helped. Make sure to show that you're cross multiplying and write down any questions down here that you have from these two videos. So you can ask me as soon as you come into class. Have a nice night.